Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host today, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you all back to the library of Ruina, where there's a bunch of mods we need to play, which apparently I don't even know I have installed, because that's what I found earlier. You see, there is this question mark right here, which apparently needs a book of the T Corporation, which apparently we have infinity of, meaning it came with the mod. Do I know what mod this came from? Of course I don't! But we're gonna play it none the same. I've also prepared a special floor today. I've never used the floor of religion, but last week we got a bunch of religious-like pages, tons of paladins and all that. So clearly, I need to make a floor of religion. Monster from the ruins. Angel of Ruina, Fixer. Herald 1. I can't hold on anymore. Sister Yishan, please withdraw. Intelligence has been collected a long time ago. If we continue like this, we'll be exhausted. Get out of here. Get out of here! I have a few more rounds on me. Let me buy you some time. Angel of Ruina, Vice Operator. Silgila. I'm going with that name, Silgila. Yishan, I will not hold this thing back. Let everyone retreat, wounded first. Did you hear that? Let's get moving. Those who have enough strength, carry the wounded. Others, escort them from both sides. And everyone, draw your swords. Put me down. Can't let you take more risks. What a strange uncle. What a strange uncle. Already being saved, but still looks reluctant. Please don't mess around. If you die of bleeding from this torn wound, efforts of Vice Operator will be in vain. I can understand your unwillingness, but for now, please keep quiet and reduce unnecessary movement so we can escort you to a relatively safe place. Looks like it's just you and me left. Should last 3 minutes. Maybe 4. Looks like not this time. Page Young. One step late and we have let her die in vain again. Black Samurai 1. Is this bastard so strong that even Vice Operator was defeated? Shush! Don't say such things. Vice Operator just died in front of Big Sister because we were late. Mayumi, I heard it all. Oops. Everyone has checked intel on this target. Draw your weapons. Mayumi and I will distract it while the others take the positions according to the plan. Move, now! I'm sorry I can't make sounds like that, okay? I tried my best. Target stopped moving. Good job, everyone. You worked hard. I haven't expected Vice Operator to hold this monster. After all, I've been through a lot of battles. Yikes! Vice Operator, you scared me. You know I always react half a beat slower, so please, don't always appear behind me so suddenly. Looks like you're fine now. I've just finished reconstructing my body, and the target was stopped at the same time. Alright, everyone, let's get ready and let's head back to the office. Yishan. Beryl, we're back. Hard work at home? Where are the others? Do you mean operator? Do you mean operator, other heralds, and black samurais? They are still on their way. Can we please not have so many female characters? My voice can only do so many female voices. Good. Looks like we got back here before everyone else. So, Beryl, what do you think about my suggestion to go to the library the day before yesterday? Captain, I still think it's not good to go behind everyone's back. You better know that this is a rare opportunity. Even though that should have a space there. Even though Operator and others will certainly not allow us to go. As long as we can get T Company's book, we should be able to understand the technical principles of time rewinding. Haven't we also asked Vice Operator? She too said that T Company's singularity can go back in time. If we can get this technology, wouldn't heralds and black samurais who died in previous missions be able to come back to life? But we don't know how dangerous the library really is. Commissions we usually deal with are enough to discourage many urbanites. Why else would those wings come to us so often? Trust me, it won't be a problem. But we don't know how to use this technology. How can you say you don't know if you don't try it? As long as you can turn back time, you can do anything. Maybe we will be able to use this technology to go back in time and prevent Operator from taking on those missions where people were killed. I know that our missions recently started to become more and more difficult, and I also know that many of our colleagues have died because of this. But I won't go. I'm afraid I can only hold you back. Also, I have to prepare a meal for everyone. Well, if you really don't want to go, I won't force it. Then I will find someone else to go with me. Everyone, maintain your weapons. We are going to the library. When you're ready, sign this invitation. Roland, this is the first time I've seen you take the reception so seriously.
Director, don't you think this group of young people isn't quite the same as the guests we've received in the past?
Which aspects are you referring to? The fact that they are all girls and a lot of them have black hair?
So they are literally all girls. Oh goody.
Or I remember that there seemed to be a person who came back from the dead?
Resurrecting? No, even though the ability to dissipate and reconstruct is relatively rare for the city, I think this is just a failed product of the Wings experiments. I was surprised that the relationship between them was like between siblings, and I remembered that when I just started in Fixer business, there were always a few young people who could trust their backs with peace of mind. But later, because of foolishly trusting others, I was also cheated a lot. That's all in the past now.
Indeed, the relationship is very harmonious, and they seem to be unsuspecting for each other.
It seems that they were born in the outskirts and are quite unaware of what's going on in the city. It's normal for them to rely on each other to survive in the wilderness like that. However, Fixers who live in the city maintain a subtle sense of distance when working together. Many people just use each other to get what they need. Everyone has long been accustomed to living in hypocrisy and deception. But every once in a while, some people who are too stupid will get together and won't have to worry about their future. They just go on laughing and walking without thinking.
So have you remembered your old friend? Roland, what would you do if one day your best friend also came here?
That's that, and this is this. In order to regain my freedom, I will do my job as always. So let's take care of these guests, Miss Director.
Doesn't look like a dangerous place either. Welcome, dear guests. I am Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesake. Wow! Did my sudden appearance scare you? We've already read the invitation, so we can only get books listed on it after we successfully go through the ordeal. And if you fail, you will become a book on the shelf in the library. Even if this book can really bring value to your office as you wish, is it necessary to put your own lives on the line for others? Now that we have come to the library, it shows that we are ready to sacrifice for the mission, or for others. Enough chit-chats. Please show us the way. May you find your book in this place.
Well, this ought to be interesting.
Alright, Yishan and Heralds. And there's only one thing we have to fight. Okay, Yishan. Speed 2, of course. Petite. Evade dice plus 1 power. Offensive dice minus 1 power. Okay. Blitz strategy. Evade dice gain the following effect. Can now win/lose when clashing with evade die. Recycled upon winning clashes with defensive die. Deal 4 damage to opponent upon winning a clash, plus 1 power. So you get plus 2 power to evade die. Offhand Commandant. Take 1 less damage and stagger damage for each other ally alive. Noted. Evaluate information. Gain/lose 1 information upon winning/losing a clash with defensive die. Information. Boost the minimum roll for defensive die by 1 for every 3 information. Boost the minimum value of defensive die by 1 for every 3 information. You can hold up to 10 information. Adjust stance. Recover 2 HP upon winning a clash. Recover 2 stagger damage upon losing a clash. Herald. Gain 1 endurance, protection, and 2 information at the start of each scene start of each scene on and after the second scene. Experimental subject Arcorp. All dice have 10% chance to become indestructible. Huh. Interesting. And the regular Herald. Speed 1. Blitz strategy 1 can now, the only difference is it does 2 damage instead of 4 damage. Evaluate information, adjust stats, Herald, and experimental subject K-Corp. Upon taking more than 20 damage from a single attack, recover 5 HP at 10% chance. They are all different. They all have a different experimental subject. Huh. Experimental subject M-Corp. At the start of each scene, restore 5 stagger resist at 10% chance. W-Corp. At the end of the scene, restored 5 HP at 10% chance. J-Corp. On successful hit, restore 1 light at 10% chance. Then it looks like all their cards are the same. So what have we got? Vigilant Observation. On draw, restore 1 light. On draw? Interesting. Blitz. Copy the first die on this page as a counter die. Blitz. Activates when the page is drawn and used in the same scene. Count as next scene. Count as next scene if drawn in combat. Huh! So using the cards upon drawing them makes you activate the Blitz effect. That's pretty cool. Probing attack. On draw, gain 1 haste next scene. Blitz. Add a copy of offensive die on this page. Impromptu analysis. On draw, gain 1 protection and endurance this scene. Gain power equal 4 to 7 block. Gain power equal to user's haste. 4 to 7 block. Gain power equal to user's protection. And doesn't have a blitz effect. Okay. Swift evasion. Blitz. Take minus 10 damage from mass attack pages this scene. Bastard. Clash of Blades. On draw. Boost the minimum value of all die on this page by 1 for the rest of the act. Blitz. Draw 1 page. On Clash Win, restore light. Gain power equal to user's protection. Gain power equal to user's haste. Gain power equal to user's endurance. Herald's Congregation. Only 1 copy of this page can be held at a time. On draw, all other allies draw 1 page. On Clash Lose, destroy the next die on this page. 8/8 dodge. Gain plus 1 power for each remaining light. Gain plus 1 power for each card in hand. Gain plus 1 power for each living ally. Annihilative Wings. Mass individual. On use, all allies deal plus 3 damage with their offensive die this scene. Boost the minimum value of all dice on this page by sum of all allies' haste. Ow! Boost the max value of this die by sum of all allies' protection. Boost the max value of this die by sum of all allies' endurance. This is gonna be a hard one, isn't it? Although they appear to be very RNG heavy with the fact they've got 1 to 7 speed. And when we begin, let me guess, they're all gonna have 7 speed, am I right? I didn't mean to actually be right, game! The atmosphere here is more dangerous than the ruins. Can we really get out of here alive? I don't think we should have come to such a terrible place. Don't tremble, draw your weapons. They are no more tricky than monsters in the ruins. I don't think this was translated entirely correctly. So... okay. You've got 1 attack on you. You've got 5. You've got 3. You've got 1, and you've got 1. Okay. Alright, Team Religion. This ought to prove interesting. Won't it now? They really don't have much in the way of offense. Alright, I think we're done here. And also because I'm using the Paladins and whatnot from the last mod, from last week's mod, I think it's what changed the background. I'm not sure if it's meant to do that, but it certainly does. I love how you're rolling maximum on literally every attack. Yeah, I'm not surprised I got nothing but negatives for that, honestly. Well, let's deal and take twice as much stagger damage. And let's see. You didn't get any emotion. Good on you. You're doing a super big mega attack, which I despise. You're doing a super big mega attack. You're... Really? Okay, so what's the plan? Well, we've basically got cherubs trying to counter those big herald congregations, which sounds awful. And we've got... whatchamacallit. Basically, everyone's focusing on this person who's nearly dead. Because we clearly need to take them down 1 by 1. Go. Bang! Do you really need to roll 11 every single time? Seems a little fucking bull crap to me is all. You know? Like, how am I meant to fight these fucking numbers? You gain bonuses based on cards you draw? Really? Can you fucking win a fucking duel? Ever! Fuck you! No, fuck you! What the fuck is this fight? You can't win a single thing? Alright, you know what? I wanted to try religion. I want it. I've tried it. It's apparently bad. Fuck this. I'm going Roland. I wanted to go with a gimmick and have nothing but religious themes, so every card was religious. Every single, whatchamacallit, page was religious. But apparently that doesn't work against something that's marked as a Star of the City, but clearly is not. Because if it's a Star of the City, it shouldn't be able to roll 10 consistently on every single one of the 5 rolls. So clearly I need to go against this. I apologize for not taking you seriously before, but seriously, you also don't need to roll fucking max a 9 on every single character. Jesus fuck. It's just not fair. I know half your cards don't even have offensive dice attached, but still, come the fuck on. Okay, so because you actually rolled those, I can't actually do anything, so clearly I need to restart this. Because the idea of getting everyone with a 9 on the very first turn is clearly very balanced, isn't it? See, that's more what I expect for the numbers. Alright, I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but let's go. Bang, bang. You took no damage initially. Cool, I expect no less. Ha! I dodged you, you hit me. What? I think the most evil part about all of this is that your dodges can, you know, work the way they do. Urza is still a god, and as she always is. Right, so, per 4 pages used, either draw 1 page or restore 1 light. You know what, I like that for Roland. And then urging on Urza. I'm very glad I managed to get that. I wasn't sure if I was good enough to get that. But now, if I'm not mistaken, everyone's doing super attacks. Yay! Alright, again, best I can do. Let's see how well Urza manages to just annihilate things. So, damn. Unfortunate, Urza. Good. Alright, can't win them all. You did amazingly, Miss Detective. That, a lot less so. I don't know what I was expecting you to do, Yuria, because we know you're not exactly the most combat-heavy thing. What you're known for is defensive capabilities. Well, we staggered one of them this time rather than the other way around. That's a good upgrade. I think Urza's gonna need combat supply, which is gonna make things awkward because I know she needs other things later as well. You know what? I'm just gonna give it to Moses. And then should I give you curiosity? Because that could help a lot. You know what? Yeah. Because I know you've got page issues. I love how you've got a 13. Alright, boost the minimum value by the sum of all people's haste. It's none. Okay, it's 1, so 5 to 7. Boost the max by all protection. So 5. So it's 5 to 12. And then boost by endurance, which is a lot more. Crap. You're doing nothing offensive, good. You're doing a bit offensive, and you're doing a bit offensive too. Alright, this ought to prove interesting. We've got a lot of protection on us at the moment. I don't know where the hell that came from, but we do. So, hopefully it may be able to help us a little bit. Wow, you failed the pipe transformation, really? Get owned. Get just as equally owned. Her name is Urza. She is the best combat thing I have ever seen in this game. Is this my blood? Yes! Yes, it is! Everyone take a deep breath. If you loosen your legs, it's all over. Calm down, calm down. Absolutely nothing to be afraid of now. How? This isn't true. Don't loosen your legs. Keep us going. The enemy isn't going to get us. Oh, are you sure about that? Urza's Pendant. I do like Urza's Pendant. Urza's Pendant is a good one. Screw it. Urza's Pendant. I was about to say, where's Urza's Pendant? But, oh wait, yes. It just swapped out because of, you know, curiosity. Really? You're doing the big ability? You're all doing the big ability again. Okay, well, clearly Urza needs to show you who the Peck is boss. Okay. Let's see how this goes. We're all focusing into this one because they don't have any counter dice, unlike these two. Because we do kind of have to work around the counter dice that they all seem to massively have. It has just occurred to me you had no stagger. So if you lost any fight, you're in a bad state. But then again, you do also have a billion health, so it doesn't actually matter as badly either. I hope. Well, either way, you're staggered. When an attack succeeds, restore HP and stagger resistance according to the cost of the removed page, max 2 times per turn. You know what? I've never tried that, and I think I want to, because I do like you in that form. Sword of Frost, Urza, let's go. Next, Wrist Cutter. Purge everything. There's only 2 of you now, and you're doing that. Yeah, oh, goody. Wait. Wrist Cutter, that should do it. Especially as it goes first. Okay. So with this, I think I should be in a really good position of potential victory. Boom. You tried. And you failed. Goodbye. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Keep going. Nuke her to tiny little bits. You are nothing against me when I have been enraged. I'm sorry, Sister Karlaga. I failed to protect them. Eyes can't see. Well, I can't wait to get their stuff so I can get whatchamacallit. Evade abuse, because I can't remember which floor it is, but there is definitely one which likes to use evade whatchamacallit. I thought it would be more difficult for them to face an enemy of the same relative size like a librarian, but it wasn't actually.
Their skills are quite flexible, but they lack experience in face-to-face combat.
That being said, I think you and the other librarians will still be able to deal with it in the future.
I haven't said that. If the group of people we saw previously all rushed to the library, then please spare my body.
The group in black uniforms looked a little trickier.
In fact, that group isn't that much. In terms of one-on-one combat abilities, most of them may not be able to fight better than the Index. The main thing is that blonde kid that can come back to life. although such an ability can be controlled in many ways in the city. But to follow the library's rules of extracting guests' book, it's a rather troublesome ability. So I'm afraid that our Miss Director should also think about countermeasures.
Well, I'll take these into consideration. By the way, remember the previous agreement with the other patron librarians? It's time for you and the librarians to clear the corridors.
No way!
Awesome, let's burn their books as we always do. Where the hell are those books? Here they are. 1 book of Yishan and 2 books of Heralds. I'll say 3 just to be safe. So this Blitz... the thing I like about the mod community of Library of Ruina is the fact they just make their own mechanics. Like this Blitz mechanic is such an interesting concept that you do something upon drawing the card or using the card as quickly as possible. It's honestly really cool. Now here they are right here at the bottom. So Yishan, speed 3, petite, plus evade power, minus offensive die. Blitz strategy, offhand commandment, take 1 less damage and stagger damage for each 2 other ally alive. Aw, you had to nerf it. Evaluate information, adjust stance. And then they don't get the special stuff that the other stuff that they had to show they're experimental. Damn, that was the bit I was looking forward to the most. Alright, well, obviously, we now have to do the second one. So what are we going to fight for this second one? Page Hyung. Nightmare. Page Hyung, you don't look good. Is something wrong? Nothing. I just had a bad dream about the past. Well, after all, we all have bad pasts. Doesn't matter how bad it is, it's all over. By the way, there is nothing to do today. Can we play chess later so we can forget those unpleasant things? Phew, finally finished washing the dishes. My wrists are so sore. Operator? Vice operator? Good afternoon. Do you need me to make you a cup of tea? Hello, just tea, thank you. Where are Yishan and her heralds? Why haven't I seen them? Just at dinner, you have said that they had something to do before they would come back. Yishan, she really didn't come back? Who's not back? They... Did they go to investigate the mission site that they were supposed to go to the day after tomorrow? If they went to some dangerous place, it's not too late for us to rush to save them. They went to the library in the city. The library? But how did they? I don't know either. Yishan said that she received an invitation from the library on the way back, saying that it was to seize the opportunity, so everyone signed it. I felt that I can't help at the critical moment, that I can only hold everyone back, so I didn't go with them. By the time I had prepared the meal, Yishan and the girls were gone. Yishan, who is usually so rational, actually... Maybe she was doing this for everyone at the office. There must have been something very important to our office in the invitation. But now that the library is already a star of the city, no less than any target we have ever fought against. No, right now we can definitely fight with it. I'm sorry. It's my fault. If only I could stop them that time. No, it's not your fault. Is this? That's it. That's the same as what Yishan and the others had in their hands. This is the invitation to the library. Unexpectedly, it was delivered to us at this time. Let me go. You must be very tired after completing commission today. It's dangerous, but you can rest while you're here. Come on. After dragging Yishan back, I'll have to give her a hard time. Besides, if I'm with you, the odds of winning must be even greater. But your current state... Beryl, get everyone to gather here. What the hell is going on? Hasn't our rest begun? I heard Beryl saying that Yishan and her group are in trouble, and we have to hurry to save them. As you can see, what I have in my hands is an invitation to the library. I have told many times that even if someone receives it, no matter how important it is, you must never sign it. But today's situation is different from the past. On this damn thing are written the books of Yishan and her 4 heralds. Its rank has also become a star of the city, and the people who can escape from the library in the city may only be color fixers with outstanding abilities. Due to the difficulty of this, it's rumored that even the squad of first-grade fixers cannot survive. In other words, it's far more dangerous than any of our previous commissions. Even if all of us will rush to the rescue, it's difficult to guarantee that no one will die there. But as long as there is a chance of success, I will never let them take anything dear from me. Life is yours, and I don't blame you. But if you want to go, be prepared to never return and sign your name on this invitation. Everyone, don't be too brave, even if I die a few more times as a last resort. What nonsense are you talking about, Vice Operator? You have saved our lives many times! If I hadn't met you, maybe I would still be wandering the desert waiting to die. If I can't even protect my companions around me now, I can't inherit the operator's position. Count me in on this rescue operation. Okay, get your weapons ready. We must all come back alive.
They came back? Following the previous battle with the Lu Association, I thought we won't encounter this kind of situation again. But they've dispatched all for a few subordinates, which is too outrageous in the fixers industry. This is bad. All of them will come to the library. Angela? Your face is too sullen. Does it mean you are scared too?
I believe that you and the other librarians can handle this.
So, the actual reason?
One of them, Siglelia, may have somehow connected to the TT2 protocol, and she seems to be able to reconstruct her body by going back in time. Since she possesses this ability, does she also experience the pain of wandering through endless time like I used to?
Are you talking about being exploited in the Black-Hearted Company? It's possible that with such flexible skills and abilities, she must have spent quite a long time.
As expected.
But she seemed to have doubts about that operator named Paige Young, and now she is leading a large army to destroy us. To be honest, although the Wings have countless countermeasures for this ability, our conditions are different from theirs now. I wonder if our brilliant director has a strategy to deal with it.
Don't worry about this. You just need to do your job as always.
Even if you say so. Okay. I believe in you and the power of the library. However, if you're going to receive that thug huge Paige Young, you'd better show your cards if you have any.
Why?
Based on what we've seen before, with just one hit, she hit its vitals and decapitated such a huge monster from the ruins. I'm afraid that she is really powerful. Except Kali, that we have received before, this strength alone can rank in the top 5 among the fixers I know. Perhaps even equivalent to Renato among the 12 fixers.
Sounds like you know several first-grade fixers and even colors.
Well, after all, I was a fixer who specialized in intelligence.
Although I have heard of it a long time ago, it's really unpleasant to actually come to this elegant place full of murderous atmosphere. Even though surroundings are very neat, they are full of danger. This place is full of obsession, pain, regret, relief. You say the enemy won't suddenly appear out of nowhere, right? Welcome, dear guests. What? It's really appeared! I am Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesake. You are the owner of this place, right? If you want to say hello or introduce yourself, cut it off. We have nothing to say to each other. Please lead us to our trial. May you find your book in this place.
Well,
This ought to prove interesting. Are you three the exact same as before? Yeah, of course of course these heralds are. Exact identical copies. What about Sigelia then? Dimension interference. Restore all light each scene and use singularity pages periodically. Retreat to next scene if all other allies are killed. System Princess. Upon death, immediately becomes stagnant and immune to all damage for this scene. And cancel all pages targeted this character. Cancel all pages targeted this character. At the start of the next scene, fully recover HP, stagger resist, and purge status elements. Ha! Luminous Construct. Take at most 10 damage from a single attack. Untransferable. Blitz Strategy 3. Deal 6 damage to an opponent upon winning a clash. Ha! Audacious Assault. On draw, restore a light. Blitz. Gain endurance. Probing attack. Improv. Swift evasion. Wings Assemblage. All allies gain 1 endurance and protection this scene. +1 power for each living ally. Clash of Blades. Well, this ought to prove interesting. Everyone, please protect yourself first. Don't worry about me. Well, she's got these nice little particle effects. Accelerating Shower. Gain a speed die this scene. Is that your dimensional interference? What the fuck? Accelerating Shower. On play, all allies gain an additional speed die this scene and re-roll all speed die. I admit to you right now, that card, the design, looks awesome. So if nothing else, I love that and I want this character now. I like how everyone's attacking Yuria. Like, they immediately realize the threat. Alright. Let's see how round 1 goes. Good. Good. Not so good. Too bad. Awesome. Awesome! Wow, well done, guys. I admit, other than Urza, I don't actually expect you to roll this well on dice. Generally. So you can count me actually very impressed. I mean, I gotta remember that they get -1 to all... whatchamacallit. To all offensive dice, but still. I love how the one I beat up didn't get any... whatchamacallit. Energy for stuff. Stagnant Time. Rapid Melee. Dice on target's current page are unaffected by power loss or gain. On hit, immobilize target next scene. Fuck you! Roland, why did you have to get such crappy speed so you can't actually do the wheels industry this turn? Why? How much faith do I have in Urza's ability to... Oh no, you need it... I need to get it off you no matter what, because it's doing slashing damage, and you're weak to that. Because I gave you Hyper Body to give you some endurance. Ironically. I kind of wish the breaths would tell me their exclusive dice so I could remember what they were. Yeah, that is not what I remembered it to be, so... Okay. I think this person should be dead next turn, so... Oh. Yeah, they're gonna be dead next turn. Shame. I mean, I expected it, but... Still a shame. Considering she killed someone with the ability that says gain pages based on emotion points, I wonder if she just gained a ton of pages because of it. Yeah, it looks like she did. Alright, so what's your big thing this time? Energizing shower, again. No, wait, that's not the same one. On play, reduce all pages in allies' deck by 1. Huh. Okay. Well, Urza's getting attacked. You're getting attacked. She's getting attacked by that, which doesn't matter. She's getting attacked by that, which doesn't matter. And that, which does matter. It's mass attack individual, so I don't think it really matters which I use, because I'm not winning that. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Of course, the one person I didn't want to fail is the one that did. Of course. Nice block then. Okay. Power charge, power draw. Insert page, use all lights, restore 1 HP per 1 light used. If restoration exceeds HP, restores stagger resistance instead according to the amount exceeded. And page, instant, use 10 HP to restore 1 light. I think I'd rather take the purple page. And then how many pages do you have? I'm gonna give you the curiosity. I think you need the curiosity. So what are you doing this time? Dimensional aggregation. Mass summation on use. Randomly inflict 2 feeble or disarm to all enemies next scene. On hit, increase cost of all cards in target's deck by 1 for next scene. You fucker! Alright, well, let's just see how this goes. 20. Ha! You fail! Your time bullcrap fails you! I'm impressed. I'm impressed that failed so hard. Okay. Alright. When piercing attack succeeds, imbue 1 lethargy at 50% chance. When attacking an opponent with 3 or more lethargy value in white breath state, renders the target immobile next scene. You actually have a fair amount of piercing. So screw it, sure. Empower it further. And then I'll white nail you. Nail you too to make up for that too. And then we get Wrist Cutter, because of course we get Wrist Cutter. Wrist Cutter is amazing. What's your special thing this time? Reduce cost of all allies page index this scene by 1. Fine. You're doing Peck All. You're doing even more Peck All. I think with this I should win. And that... Wow, Roland needs to rank up. And they just recovered all of their stagger resistance instantly! Oh goody! So much for being in a good state! Reduce incoming stagger damage by 1 to 3. When hit, the attacker takes stagger damage equal to the physical damage this target received. How many do you have? 4. I guess if you reduce all stagger resistances to ineffective, you don't really need the guilt. I'm gonna give the guilt to Moses. Or maybe I should give it to Roland. Yeah, actually, I think I'll give it to Roland. Right, Aspiration. Frost Splinter. I think Frost Splinter. What are you doing? Oh, you're doing the big fuck-off attack again. Really? I'm sorry, you're doing 2 of them? Well, okay, let's just see how this mayhem goes. Thank you, you killed that thing. Ow. Partial ow. Okay. What have we got here, then? Change penalty of breath thing. Draw 2 pages, cost all... Really? You get this on the very last thing? On start of scene, choose 3 of positive effects. Haste, endurance. Choose 3 of the positive effects. Strength, endurance, haste, protection, stag protection, and gain 1 of each. On every end of scene, lose HP according to the grade of equipped key page. Ow! Oh, wait, no. You lose less HP for being the higher quality. Still, I think that for Urza is just better. I don't think it's an illusion. Just a moment ago, I felt like I had lost a part of me forever. People say there is no return from the library. Maybe it passively rejects me. If I continue like this, I'm afraid I'll die. But isn't this a relief? Have all my colleagues also left me? Although I've gotten used to this feeling for a long time, it still disappoints. It's still unclear how Paige Young and the others are. I must hurry to join them. Paige Young, you must make a good use of the information that everyone has exchanged for their lives. Huh. Oh, so I don't get her, Paige. You absolute so-and-so. But also, you got 500 HP. Fuck you. Alright, let's see these Black Samurai as they're new and special. Breaching Armaments. Offensive die, +1 power. Upon winning a clash with offensive die, inflict 1 fragile next scene up to twice. Ow! Specified strategy. Boost power of the next defensive die by 1 upon winning a clash with offensive die. Boost the power of offensive die by 1 upon winning a clash with a defensive die. Information renewal. Gain slash... Okay, that's the same as before, except it boosts offensive die instead. Vengeance slash Reckoning. Draw 3 more pages and gain all information gathered in the previous act at the start of the act. Experimental. W Corp. Right. What about you, Mayumi? Path to Mastery. Slash die +2 power. At the start of the scene, if emotion level is at 4 or above, add combat page Sever the Night Sky to hand. Well, I can't see that. Excuse me, what kind of picture is that sword thing, by the way? Specified strategy, information that's all the same. Alright, you, madam, clearly the boss. 1,000 feet, 100 axe, +1 power if the color of a die is different from the previous one. What? If the color of a die is different from the previous one. Gain +1 power if the type of die is different from the previous one. Oh, I think I understand what you mean. Draw 1 page after using all 5 types of dice. slash pierce, blunt, block, evade. Restore 1 light after using dice of 3 colors. Offensive, defensive, counter. Aptitude of TE. All die gain +1 power and recover 2 HP and stagger resist on a successful hit. When HP drops to 300, fully recover stagger resist. All die gain +2 power when the special page Ocean of Feats becomes usable. Oh goody! HP cannot drop below 300 before this occurs. Dead End Rebound! At combat start, add dice from a random page in hand whose cost is 3 or lower to counter Q. Huh. Okay. Information and that crap. What are the cards then? Black Gust. Restore 1 light. On hit, draw this page at the start of the next scene. Huh. That's really cool. Veiling After Images. Rapid melee. Use this page immediately instead of moving to target. Offensive die instantly deal damage and don't recycle upon winning a clash against ranged combat page. So you teleport! Note it! On use, draw a page with the highest cost in deck and reduce its cost by 1 until it is used. Okay. If the clash result would be lose, change it to draw instead. Oh, alright. Flitting Swallow. On play, this speed die has +2 speed. On hit, gain 2 haste next scene. Overwhelm Mountains and Rivers. Combat start. If there are 3 or more combat pages targeting this character, copy and add the second die on this page to the counter queue. Okay. Lift the Mountain. Start of clash. Copy die from this page until the amount of die is equal to the number of dice on the target's page, excluding counter die. On clash win or lose, gain 1 strength or endurance next scene. In other words, take the hit. Pincer movement. On draw, if another ally's deck contains this page, copy dice effects from pages in ally's deck and add them to dice on this page whose type is same. What? Constricting Python. On use, if target's HP/stagger resist percentage is lower than their stagger resist/HP percentage, inflict feeble and disarm next scene in the scene after. On hit, reduce power of target's next evade die by 4. Reduce the power of the target's next block die by 4. Shatter the precipice. On use, types of offensive die on this page change to the types the target is weakest to. On hit, inflict different status ailments according to dice type. Slash, reduce power of target slash die by 3 next scene. Inflict 5 fragile. Reduce pierce damage by 3, inflict 5 bleed, and inflict 5 blind. Huh. And then, other than your special lift the mountain, the rest of them are the same. This is going to be interesting. Area secured. Annihilate the enemy. Looks like the other side went through a lot of battles, but compared to the sense of oppression of monsters, still far from it. Advantages and opportunities are fleeting. Everyone make good use of information at hand. Right. Okay. I love how they all just immediately use Shatter the Precipice. I legitimately want to know how I'm meant to fight. Whatchamacallit. A 15 to 26. Alright, I think this is good enough for this first round. Let's just see how it goes. Oh yeah, I was doing a mass attack. I forgot I was doing that. Ow. You gave her 5 bleed. She does not need that. Right, one of them is staggered immediately. Good. That's the kind of thing we like to see. Okay. This might prove interesting. Let's see how this goes. Go, the purple smoke of torment. Oh yeah, I gotta remember. Pecking whatchamacallit. Smoke damage. One thing I commonly remember is smoke damage. Right. 2 of your friends are staggered. You're still doing that lift the mountain crap, I see. And shattered the precipice. Alright, I'm not sure if this will kill or do anything, but it might do, you know, something. So, he's hoping. No, actually, you succeeded that. Never mind. Not much I can really do against that attack anyway. Okay, 1 is dead. And 2 is dead. Perfect. I could now get a blizzard. Not really reconciled. We must fight back. Big sister, leave it to me. Go in peace. Take a good rest. You have done your job well. After winning 2 or more clashes with a single combat page, inflict ice splint to the opponent. At the Urza could use that. Wish I could see their light so I knew which pages they could use this turn. But you know what? I'll take the kiss. I'd probably take the immobilize if one of us was... whatchamacallit? Constricting Python. And pincer movement. Shatter the precipice. I hate that ability. Just because it never targets Roland when he has the fucking wheels industry in his hand. Okay. Let's go. Yes, I know she's gonna take a ton of damage. How? I'm surprised you won that attack. Roland is now staggered and getting attacked twice. Sever the night sky. Rapid melee. This page is unaffected by power nullification effects. On hit, inflict 10 bleed. Power affects this die times 4. Get shot. We're getting to the point of Ruina which is the typical problem, in that we've run out of burst. Because Ruina is definitely a burst-heavy game when it comes to dealing out damage. Alright, let's see how this goes. First, Purge. Whack. I want to know how you lost then. Why are you not dying? Lethargy. Oh yeah, of course, lethargy. I don't think that matters when they should be dead. I really hate this Shatter the Precipice just because they use it every round! How are you restoring all your fucking light each scene? Young Page at the start of each... Oh, you basically have Shimmering. That's why. Okay, so hopefully this should just instantly stagger you. Or you can tell me to go fuck myself. Either or, I suppose. Rapid melee. On use. Copy and activate all on use of page effects in... What? So now I am under a very strict time limit to have any hope in hell of killing you. I can Furioso, but unfortunately, I do not have any speed! Roland, get some fucking speed! Potion of Feats. Urza, you have only... You only have 10 HP left. And as much as I love you, how much do you actually think you can do with just 10 HP? Actually, if I really want to do this, you should take the hit. But you can't take the hit, that's the issue. It's either you take the hit and possibly survive, or you take the hit, guarantee death, but we get her to inflict maximum smoke on them, allowing us to deal some damage. And I honestly think making Urza just sacrifice herself for the detective makes most sense. Don't you have a bonus based on the detective being on the field as well? If Moses is alive in the team, receives 1 less damage and stagger damage. The thing is, you do not have a bonus based on Urza. So, it's kind of a one-sided relationship, and let's see how that relationship decides it wants to end. Yep. How do you have so many counter die, is my question. Okay. Shatter the precipice. I bloody hate you. With every fiber of my being. Mostly because you won't fight Roland! At combat start, add a page. Add dice from a random page in hand whose cost is 3 or lower to the counter queue. That's how you're getting all your counter dice. Well, you know what? This person is dead because they cannot survive that. So, the best choice is to just have her use all of her ranged abilities and tell her to, and get her to say, heck you. Okay. You're going to use the Frost Splinter to weaken her next turn. You're going to just... Roland will then shoot him with a gun. You will then shoot him with wings of infinite power. First, Ice Splinter. Whack. Next, Ice Splinter. Whack. Next. Oh, she staggered. Never mind. Why is she not falling below 100 HP? I'm glad Roland can heal. Big sister, I'm begging you, run! What a joke. Everyone must die together. I'm dying too, but as long as you and Vice Operator can continue to live, there is still hope for homeless kids like us in the outskirts to live a normal life. We are simply no match for them. They are far more terrifying than the monsters in the ruins. So please, Big Sister Hyung, shut up! It's an order! As long as I'm alive, there is hope to get everything back. If I just try a little harder. I'm sorry, Big Sister. Me? Haha, this is also my last bit of strength. Did I finally fall down? Big Sister, you and Vice Operators Silagiliar are the best people I've ever met in my life as an orphan in the outskirts. Whether you can hear it or not, my last wish is, live well and never, ever come back to the library. Thank you, I will finally fulfill your wish. Well, I mean, if you're gonna do it like this, then... If you're gonna ruin my glory, I'm just gonna end you. Mayumi, died with no regrets. I know it's extreme overkill, but if the game never lets me use the damn attack, I'm just gonna use it right here at the end. Is there a third one to this? Because I was never told there was a third one to this. Wake up! Page Young, wake up, now! Sigilia! Looks like the situation is the same on your side. It's too dangerous here. Let's evacuate. We are far from the strength of the library. We have no chances to win now. Also, But books! No, this is just another trick of fate, and since we are here, we have to take them all back! Are you really awake? Books aren't the top priority now. Listen, maybe we have a deep friendship, but how can you understand what I feel right now? In order to not let everyone in the office die in vain, you should get out of here alive. You have always been so fearless because of your immortal body. You don't have any idea what a terrible ordeal I had to go through alone before establishing that ordeal. That office. What a hard time it was. So many life and death partings. I can only force myself to swallow the bitterness of the grief again and again. I managed to escape from the city, met different people, found my own place of safety, but all things that support me will be smashed by the wheel of fate as before. And now you, asking me to give it up? No, not again. I won't let anyone take anything away from me this time. Absolutely, yes. Page Young. Strong voice, right from my heart. But this voice is so delicate and warm. Is there a third one? No, there isn't a third one. I think this mod is going to have an update, because she was very clearly distorting then. Well, let's very clearly get my books of Mayumi and the Samurai, because I'm clearly not allowed it of the other good people. Shame, these are actually really, really cool pages, especially if you combine them together as well. But everyone, I'm well out of time for today's episode, so it looks like, what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today. I've been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that, until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.